Hey there, science enthusiasts! Have you ever wondered what life would be like if Earth was the size of Saturn? Mind-blowing, right? Let's dive into this fascinating thought experiment together. First things first, Saturn is massive. It's about 95 times more massive than Earth, and has a diameter of roughly 116,460 kilometers. Now imagine our blue planet swelling up to match those insane dimensions. Let's talk gravity. On Earth, gravity is what keeps us grounded. But if Earth became as big as Saturn, the gravitational pull would increase dramatically. In fact, it would be over 11 times stronger. That means jumping would be out of the question, and everyday activities would feel like carrying a dozen elephants on your back. Not fun, right? Next, let's think about the atmosphere. Saturn's atmosphere is mainly hydrogen and helium, nothing like Earth's oxygen-rich air. If our planet expanded to Saturn's size, we'd need an atmosphere that could support life. But with all that extra space, maintaining a breathable atmosphere would be a colossal challenge. Now what about the day-night cycle? Earth rotates once every 24 hours, but Saturn's day is just about 10.7 hours long. If our giant Earth spun that fast, we'd have much shorter days and nights. Imagine trying to cram all your activities into just a few hours of daylight. It'd be chaos. But hold on, there's more. Saturn is famous for its dazzling rings. If Earth had rings, they'd be a spectacular sight. However, they'd cause some serious issues. Debris from the rings could rain down on us, posing constant danger. Plus, the rings would cast huge shadows, drastically changing our climate. Speaking of climate, a larger Earth would have more surface area, leading to extreme weather patterns. Massive storms, supercharged by the increased gravity, would be the norm. And with the temperature variations, life as we know it would struggle to survive. Let's not forget the impact on space travel. With stronger gravity, launching rockets would require way more energy. Our dreams of exploring the cosmos would become significantly harder to achieve. So, while it's fun to imagine Earth as big as Saturn, it's clear that the reality would be pretty harsh. The increased gravity, extreme weather, and atmospheric challenges would make life incredibly difficult. But hey, that's the beauty of science. It lets us explore the what-ifs and appreciate the delicate balance of our own planet. So next time you gaze up at the stars, think about how lucky we are to call Earth home. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this wild thought experiment, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Welcome back, curious minds. After imagining Earth as big as Saturn, let's dive into another mind-bending scenario. What if Earth's magnetic field were as powerful as Jupiter's? Buckle up, because this one's going to be electrifying. Jupiter's magnetic field is a colossal 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Now let's picture our planet with such an immense magnetic shield. First up, let's talk about auroras. On Earth, the northern and southern lights are already mesmerizing. But with a magnetic field as strong as Jupiter's, these natural light shows would be nothing short of spectacular. Imagine vibrant, dancing lights visible from every corner of the globe, painting the night sky in hues of green, red, and purple. A true celestial spectacle. But it's not all dazzling lights and beauty. A magnetic field that strong would have a significant impact on our technology. Our modern world relies heavily on satellites for communication, navigation, and weather forecasting. An ultra-strong magnetic field would create intense radiation belts around Earth, much like Jupiter's Van Allen belts. These belts would bombard our satellites with high-energy particles, potentially disrupting or even destroying them. Imagine a world without GPS, satellite TV, or reliable weather predictions. It'd be a massive step back for humanity. Next, let's consider the impact on power grids. A stronger magnetic field means more geomagnetic storms. These storms can induce powerful electric currents in our power lines, leading to widespread blackouts. Our dependence on electricity for almost everything would make these outages incredibly disruptive. From daily chores to critical medical equipment, everything would be affected. Now let's think about animal life. Many creatures like birds and sea turtles use Earth's magnetic field to navigate. A drastic change in the field's strength could confuse these animals, disrupting migration patterns and potentially threatening entire species. Lastly, let's not forget about human health. Increased radiation from the intensified magnetic field could pose serious health risks. Higher exposure to cosmic and solar radiation could increase the incidence of cancer and other radiation-related illnesses. So, while a supercharged magnetic field would create awe-inspiring auroras, the challenges it would pose to our technology, power infrastructure, wildlife, and health would be immense. It's another reminder of the delicate balance that makes Earth such a unique and habitable planet. Thanks for joining us on this electrifying journey. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Welcome back, inquisitive souls. What if Earth had as many moons as Jupiter? Jupiter has 79 moons. Imagine 79 moons tugging at our oceans, reshaping tides and coastlines. The night sky would be a celestial dance, constantly changing. Our calendars and climate would need a complete overhaul. Thank you for joining us on this lunar adventure. If you enjoyed this thought-provoking journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Hello again, curious minds. What if Earth's core was as big as Jupiter's? A larger core would generate immense heat, increasing geothermal activity and volcanic eruptions. Tectonic plates would move faster, causing more earthquakes and new mountain ranges. A stronger magnetic field could protect us from solar radiation. Imagine the scientific discoveries and innovations. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the center of the Earth. If you found this exploration fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious. Hello again, curious minds. What if Earth's orbit was as far from the Sun as Jupiter's? Jupiter is about 5 times farther from the Sun than Earth. At Jupiter's distance, Earth would receive only about 4% of the solar energy it currently gets. This drastic reduction would plunge our planet into an extreme ice age. Some microbial life could survive near geothermal vents. Humans would need advanced habitats to survive. The Sun would appear as a mere bright star. Thank you for joining us on this cosmic journey. If you found this intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious. Hello, curious minds. After venturing into the depths of space, let's bring our imagination a bit closer to home. Imagine if Earth had rings like Saturn. How would these majestic rings form, and what would they be made of? How would they affect our climate, weather patterns, and even our culture? First, let's explore the formation of these rings. Earth's rings could form through a variety of cosmic events. One possibility is the disintegration of a comet or an asteroid due to Earth's gravity. The debris from such an event would spread out and form a ring system around the planet. Another scenario could involve a moon coming too close to Earth and getting torn apart by tidal forces, its remnants creating the rings we envision. Now, what would these rings be made of? Similar to Saturn's rings, Earth's rings would likely consist of ice particles, rocky debris, and dust. The composition would depend on the original material, whether it was a comet, an asteroid, or a former moon. The rings could range from tiny ice crystals to larger chunks of rock, all orbiting Earth in a spectacular display. How would these rings affect our climate and weather patterns? The presence of rings could cast shadows on Earth, creating regions of varying temperature. This could lead to more pronounced seasonal changes and potentially alter weather patterns. For example, areas under the ring shadows might experience cooler temperatures, while regions with direct sunlight could become warmer. The interaction between sunlight and the rings could also create stunning visual effects, like halos or rainbows, adding a new dimension to our sky. Now let's delve into the cultural impact. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing a brilliant ring system encircling our planet. Such a sight would undoubtedly inspire awe and wonder. The rings would become a central feature in art, mythology, and literature. Festivals and traditions might emerge to celebrate the rings, and they could become a symbol of unity and beauty for humanity. In conclusion, if Earth had rings like Saturn, it would not only transform our planet's appearance but also influence our climate, weather patterns, and cultural landscape. This thought experiment reminds us of the endless possibilities that the universe holds and the beauty that can emerge from cosmic events. Thank you for joining us on this imaginative journey. If you found this exploration fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.